So now the women's 400 meters hurdles semi-finals. Like the men, 3 semis, qualification, first 2 home, and 2 fastest non-automatic qualifiers.
Drei Läufe stehen bereit. Wir schauen rein in den ersten und sehen hier die französische Meisterin.
There's Serie of France.
French champion Camille Zeri.
The French contingent looking to roar their athletes on.
Please welcome the Spanish champion, die Meisterin aus Spanien.
Sarah Gallego, taken the Spanish record down this year to 54.35. Probably one of the women to look out for. This is Lena Kloster, run under 54 seconds this year. Very good Norwegian. Lena Nielsen switched to the hurdles this year. Her sister Levi Nielsen was in the 400 meters. Carolina Krafzik looked good in the first round the other day. And Nina Hespel has a best, which has improved to this year of 56.08. Perhaps one of the outsiders to make it through. And on her inside, the Greek Dimitra Ganafako. Again, a woman who hasn't broken 56 seconds, so it's a bit of a tall order to see her through unless she makes a quite significant improvement. The lanes to keep an eye on are lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6. So as they settle into the blocks from the inside, Nafaki of Greece, Hespel, Belgium, Krafzik of Germany, Nielsen, Great Britain, Kloster, Norway, Gallego, Spain, Sartori, Italy, and on the outside, Seri of France. And they're well away, and it's looking as though Kloster and Gallego running well at the moment. Kloster indeed is starting to claw back the advantage on Gallego, but Gallego still running well. Krafzik on the inside in lane 3, also having a good first half of this race, good 5 hurdles as they come into the bend. And it's Kloster doing very well at the moment. She's going to come into the home straight in the lead. On the outside, Seri, well, weren't expecting such a good run from the Frenchwoman on the outside. She's now starting to tire as this starts to go to form. It's Krafzik in lane 3, Kloster coming through very quickly as Kloster starts to tie really badly. Gallego takes that last hurdle really well. Krafzik, though, on the inside, also goes through as the automatic qualifier just behind Sarah Gallego. Well, Gallego, recent European under-23 medalist, has really stepped up this year. Gone under 55 seconds for the first time and improved the Spanish record. 55.16, so not that far away from her best. And it is Gallego and Krafzik who get through. Kloster, having looked so good for 3/4 of that race, the wheels just came off down the home straight, but she came through to finish 3rd in 55.63. Have to wait and see whether she gets through as a fastest non-automatic qualifier. And a rather distant 4th, but a personal best for Dimitra Nafaki.
Well, credit first of all to Carolina Krafzik, who, similar to her teammate Konstantin Price, was terrific in the heat, and then Price struggling a little bit more in the semi-final, but the German really committed to that race. And although she didn't hold on over Gallego, who had terrific momentum over the final couple of barriers. She'd done enough to make it through, and that was the reason for her delight that we just saw the shot previously, 55.29, just over a tenth behind Gallego. So you have a look at the two here. The German in the yellow, fighting to get to the line, gritting her teeth, but Gallego, a cool customer in the final stages.
Confirmation there, sorry Gallego.
It'll be very interesting to follow when we come round to the second group of heptathletes in the javelin. Next, back to the track for the second semi-final of the women's 400-meter hurdles. So, Pauline Coquart, someone who's come through the age group ranks as well, winning the European Under-23 title. Said that quite a few times at these championships, which is good so far as progression from juniors into seniors is concerned. Tougher in some events than others. Sikova, Czech Republic. Katchuk, Olympic finalist, where she was 6th, 7th at these championships 4 years ago. Good to see a strong contingent from Ukraine here. Vivi Lehikoinen, so broke the Finnish national record earlier this year, 54.60 in Eugene. European under-18 champion back in 2016 in Tbilisi in Georgia. Amalie Uhl, long-time training partner of Karsten Warholm. And let me tell you, it always looks like it's a fun training group to be part of, judging by what you often see on Instagram, getting up to all kinds of antics. This is Jessie Knight, her lifetime best now equal to Ailey Doyle, 54.09. Right up there at the sharp end of the British all-time list, new PB in Ordichem, in which lots of British hurdlers went faster than ever before. Daniela Lendeczka, so one of those who's come through the heat. She has 4 national Slovakian titles. And then far on the inside for Switzerland, 56.16 at best. So right through from 53.76 to 56.16 PBs. Some explosive performances in the 400 hurdles over the last few years. So again, it's the case where, and I think this makes it exciting, where some athletes might target the European Championships to get higher up the ranks than ever before. So far, Ledecka, Knight, Uhl, Lehikoinen, Katchuk, Yikova and Kukait. So these 8 athletes with a chance to make it through to a European final. Going strongly on the inside, Annika Farr. Look out for Tkachuk, one of 2 Ukrainians who was in that Olympic final, along with Ryzhkova. Moving past Yikova of the Czech Republic now, and remaining first to rise just about. Kukait on the outside, establishing herself as a member of the Belgian mixed relay team along with the BOL brothers, but looking for individual success here. Well back though, here comes Lehikoinen and Uhl overtaking Tkachuk. Lehikoinen, the Finnish youngster, looking fantastic in the closing stages, coming through to win this semi-final. And Uhl, did she just do enough to get that second automatic spot to advance? Well, that was sensational from Vivi Lehikoinen, someone who showed real potential 6 years ago, the youngest age group of European athletics competition. 54.50, so another 10th taken off that Finnish national record. It was, in fact, Tkachuk who got up there ahead of Yule. So that's all important as far as that second capital Q spot is concerned. Yule does at least get a lifetime best, and for the moment is set to make it with one last semi-final to come in a few moments' time. And then Jessie Knight taking that fourth position in this heat, and also time qualifying position.
Well, as you were saying, Alex, what a splendid run from Eevila Hakkonen. I mean, she was absolutely brilliant from start to finish. She had that finish record at the World Championships in Eugene, which broke a record which had stood for 35 years, and now she's shaved another 10th off it. And she's so quick on the running as well. That's really her strength. She's really come on as far as her technique is concerned, but this year, and just remember, she's only 52, getting a bit tongue-tied, 22 years of age. It's her flat speed that's really carried her through with that incredible burst over the final two barriers. And Victoria Tkachuk taking the second automatic qualifying spot for Ukraine. Really tight all the way to the end there. So Yule 54.68, and then Knight 55.39, taking third and fourth. So this is the third semi-final of the women's 400 meters hurdles. Femke BOL. Well, she's now returning to her favourite event after taking her first gold medal here last night in the 400 meters. Still trying to work out, haven't had time to check when the last time a European ran as fast as her with that utterly stunning run.
Ja, und dann schauen wir ganz besonders auf die Bahn 6. Die haben wir hier schon mal gesehen. Das ist die Europameisterin über 400 ohne Hürden und die Nummer 3. Die drittschnellste
BOL
aller Zeiten.
wearing the blue bib as the European leader.
Aus den Niederlanden. Femke
52.27. That silver medal in Eugene. Ran 52.03 last year to take the bronze at the Olympics. Alongside her on her inside, the very good Belgian Hannah Kleis. In addition to BOL is Anna Ryšková. Ryšková a little bit off her best, but is still running very, very well. Has clocked 54.33 this year. Aimee Foloronso has improved to 54.34. Yasmin Geiger, well, she's a terrific teenager. Her senior career at the moment is still not quite taking off in the same way that when she was appearing at the European Age Group Championships and she took European under-20 medals. And on the inside, Kristiina Halonen. An outsider to go through, but you can't help but wonder what effect that terrific run in the previous heat from Eevila Hakkonen will have. So all eyes are going to be on Femke BOL without a doubt, but there's two women to go through. There's Yule and Knight from the preceding heat, who are in the hot seat at the moment. From the inside, Halonen of Finland, Geiger Switzerland, Foloronso Italy, Ryšková Ukraine, Kleis Belgium, BOL of the Netherlands, Slettum Norway, and on the outside, McLean of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
16.
Well, BOL already starting very quickly indeed. So too is Kleis. Kleis has actually started even the quicker, perhaps. But no doubt at all, BOL now into a running. Anna Kleis at this stage, super quick. It's BOL followed by Kleis. BOL really picking up the speed down the back straight after a sluggish first 100 metres. Ryškova battling as well. So at the moment, it's the Netherlands, Belgium and Ukraine. That's the 1, 2, 3. Folorunso slightly out of it, but she's a fast finisher. She's trying to get up on the shoulder of Ryškova as Kleis starts to go backwards, tiring badly. BOL, though, still bags of energy despite those 2 rounds of the 400 metres. And she's followed home by Anna Ryškova. So it's the Netherlands, followed home by Ukraine. It'll be Femke BOL, followed by Anna Ryškova into the final. 53.73, and she just makes it look routine. Ryškova, season's best of 54.25. Folorunso, that nudges Jessie Knight out. So the 2 fastest non-automatic qualifiers will be Juul of Norway and Folorunso of Italy. Smiles for Juul, who's still the Norwegian 400-metre record holder on the flat, overtaken in the record books by Kloster, who we saw in action in the first heat. Folorunso makes it through to the final with that run just inside 55 seconds. I wonder if she really does need to wake herself up. It was probably a long night after winning the 400 metres yesterday, doping control and all the protocols that come post-event.
Yeah, well, we have some quite late finishes to sessions here, so I'm sure that would have had an impact because, what, 10, 11 o'clock local time, of course. And as you say, you consider by the time she gets back to the hotel and hopefully gets some sort of rest, would have been close to midnight and then up fairly early this morning, but made that look so easy, as you said. I mean, start of last season, that would have been a lifetime best for Femke BOL, but just shows you how much she's improved to 42.03, which was set obviously last year in Tokyo, and just coming on leaps and bounds, but really at home in European competition, aged just 22 and on course for that sensational double.
And a shout out for Anna Ryškova. I think we've said on several occasions, we all know the difficulties all the Ukraine athletes have in getting ready for these championships, not just the Worlds, but here in Munich as well. But there's confirmation. Femke BOL and Anna Ryškova were the 2 fastest women in this morning's semi-finals, and Evie Lehtonen improving to a national record of 54.50 for the Finns. It's the full details of everything.